Hello everyone, what is going on? It is TheAlmightyGeoff and we're here with episode 33 of The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. In the previous episode we quickly saved Geoff from Henselt's men, although he wasn't too happy to see us, which is understandable. We kind of screwed him over a couple of times, but shouldn't be quite so bastard, should he? And we tried to make our way to Philippa Earhart's room, but found that she had already left. But we did find Henselt following soon after, so after defeating his men and him himself, we're given the choice whether to kill him or spare him. We did decide to spare him for now because of the political consequences it would have if we didn't. And, we're basically helping out with Letho there if we do, which we decided not to. So we left Vergen with Roche and came to Loc Muinne, which is where we'll be spending the last and final chapter of the game. We arrived at the camp to find it is an Order of the Flaming Rose camp, and Siegfried was there. We had a little chat about old times and basically given permission to head straight into the city, which is nice. We had a fight with one of the guards from the Gudweni camp who called us a traitor for basically, everything that we did involving the coins and that. So we beat him up and then also beat up this guy who was cheating at arm wrestling, and he was just basically, I'm sorry, don't tell anybody that I'm crap, please take these diagrams, this and the other. So, anyway, today we're going to start up some little quests about the town. So, first of all, I want to talk to a merchant, this guy, I think, Incredible Lockhart.
How are things?
You're either very unobservant or very rude. I thought I'd meet some of my colleagues from years past, chat with them and reminisce, but they all turn their heads away and treat me like air.
Mages aren't known for being polite.
You're telling me. They threw me out of Banard the first chance they got. Must have beaten the Chancellor one too many times. They've all forgotten me and I believe I've had enough. I'm getting rid of the grimoires and amulets. I don't want anything to do with mages.
I'd like to cast an eye at those if you don't mind.
Sure. Cast both if you want.
Anything on the wild hunt in your collection?
I'd avoid the topic altogether. Nothing good has ever come to those who have delved.
I'll take my chances. I need to know why the wraiths carry off youths. What happens to them?
This knowledge has never been recorded, which does not mean it cannot be acquired.
Well, I'd like to acquire it.
In the chasms beneath Loc Muinne, there is a sword that once belonged to an elf from the parallel world.
And nobody's going to look for it?
There are mages who seek it still, but the sword is well concealed. They say he who handles it will understand the essence of the wild hunt. Could that be true, though?
What does he actually have? Anything of interest? The diagrams and that. Yeah. Nothing too interesting. Alright. We'll leave him to that. So find a brass of Banard. Oh, here he is.
I'm Geralt.
Brass of Banard. I remember you from Thanet. I believe I saw you in Oxenfurt too.
Seems we only ever meet on Elvenland.
Indeed. But I suspect you're not here to chat about Elven ruins.
On the contrary, I find Elven ruins interesting.
Do you really? Elven works are not half as interesting as gnomish ones.
But even ruined, Loc Muinne is impressive. It must have been beautiful in the times of the First Conclave.
Everything was better before the war, as they say. The sources, those children that old Geoffrey Monk brought here to train in the magic arts, must have walked around gaping at all they saw.
Somehow I just can't imagine Hen Gidimdeath as a small gawking boy.
You met him? Ah, right, on Thanet. His death was a terrible loss. Terrible. You see, Geralt, everyone complains about how the world is taking a turn for the worse.
Values are being compromised. The small is dislodging the great.
Exactly. But the events on Thanet truly marked the end of an era. The world grew up, losing its virginity in a rape.
What use are masters of magic and legendary heroes to a grown-up world?
They're of no use. That's the point. Today, people manage perfectly well without mages, witches, and heroes.
Yet not everyone understands that, and not everyone likes it.
You're so clever, you'll get in trouble. We'd best change the subject.
Actually, I'm here because of your weapon expertise.
I'm no expert.
You're the best swordsmith among mages.
I'm more interested in the cultural relics of other races, actually.
I'm going to need a solid cultural relic in my hand.
I guess the circumstances require haste.
I'm interested in the Wild Hunt. Any chance you know something about it?
No, birds are not exactly my speciality.
Thanks.
Okay.
I came upon this strange manuscript. Think you can help me with it?
Why, yes. I don't believe I'm mistaken. Do you realize what you hold in your hands?
A mage told me it's the key to an ancient ritual that summons evil specters who otherwise wander the earth doing no good. Specters apparently willing to make deals.
Well, the mage was full of bilge, so to speak. You see, the Vrans knew well how to secure their treasures. It is said that in some places they left sentries. Now, these sentries come to life when someone draws near who possesses a scroll inscribed with words of power, like this one is. Provide the correct password, and the doors to a hidden vault open before you.
So how do I use the manuscript?
Nothing comes free, my friend. You needn't even know the meaning of the words for the sentry to let you pass. You must merely know the sequence in which the password must be read. In this case, we have a sentence. Nana kanpa zi udu ya lala gat exa nana zi udu zi gat kanpa nibit. Nana
Can you write that down?
means forge ahead, while Nana Z means backtrack. In summary, should you encounter a sentry who reacts to this scroll, you must first answer with the words that follow Nana Kanpa in their given sequence, then omit Nana Z, and conclude with all the words that follow this phrase, but in reverse order.
Not that complicated, actually. Thanks for your help.
Are you kidding, dude? Oh my god. See, can he craft me that? Just need 1 robust and 3 hardened leather. Does he have those? Nope, of course he doesn't. Alright, no problem.
Take care.
Alright, cool. So we figured out the password to the manuscript. Awesome. Let's go to the notice board, because we have a new contract. So we have the Garco contract. So just pause and read if you want to read that. What's new with challenges? Yeah, we've done that. Okay. So we'll get to that eventually. First of all, let's talk to Roche.
Ready for your chat with Radovid.
I need to look round Loc Muinne some more.
All right, but don't take too long. Our matters can't wait forever. Ready for you?
No reason to delay it.
Follow me then.
Okay. So Radovid, that's the guy from Witcher 1 who ended up marrying Ada, wasn't it?
Halt!
We're here to meet King Radovid.
Have you been granted an official audience?
We have information about the Kingslayers.
Everyone knows the killer is the Witcher from Rivia.
Then everyone is wrong.
Not my concern. I cannot risk placing the King of Redania in harm's way.
The Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose will vouch for us. Besides, this camp is swarming with soldiers. We'd have to be stupid or suicidal to attack Radovid.
Pass then, if your news is so important. But one word from the King and you'll hang. Both of you.
Don't you worry about us.
Oh well hopefully Radovid remembers us. Yep, you slammed the door behind you. Don't worry about me.
Temeria stands little chance of surviving if Radovid has made terms with Kidwin.
Even less if he's made a pact with Nilfgaard. He She and the Emperor could divide the entire north between them.
I'd take pleasure in seeing Kedwin picked apart.
But they'd start with the country deepest in chaos, so you'd best hope nothing of that sort has happened.
What's he doing here?
Okay. If I don't know anyone up my ass.
Did you request an audience with the king?
Yes.
The king will receive you.
Okay. Radovid, me, your chum.
Geralt of Rivia.
Your Majesty.
As usual, you turn up where and when you're least expected. And in such company. I never thought they'd make a soldier out of you.
Vernon Roche is a friend. He's in uniform, sure, but that's meaningless.
The world has changed greatly since we met those few months ago. Temeria stands at the brink of civil war. Kedwin has taken the Pontar Valley by force, and a Nilfgaardian delegation plays a prominent role at the summit of the Northern Kingdoms. Foltest and Demavend are both dead, though it seems we were signing treaties just yesterday.
I've come here for help, Your Majesty.
Wait, Witcher. Were it not for you, Henselt would have perished at the hands of an assassin. Am I right?
I killed a would-be assassin. Pure coincidence. I just happened to be there.
Things like that oft seem to happen to you. Enough about Henselt. You said you needed help, Witcher. Tell me more.
What's the delegation from Nilfgaard doing here?
Henselt invited them.
Shillard Fitzhestelin would never miss an opportunity like this one. He'll come to the talks and stage his favorite drama.
Why did you bring the Knights of the Order here, Your Majesty?
The Order of the Flaming Rose is here to ensure that the talks remain peaceful. We wish to avoid a second Thanedd.
If Temeria is in turmoil, then who has arrived to represent it?
Constable Natalis, the hero of Brenna, which is good. His presence is like a slap on Shillard's face delivered by the North.
Has King Henselt arrived?
He's been talking about his great victory at Vergen ever since.
Sheila de Tanzerville is behind the murderers that hit Temeria, Eddern, and Kedwin.
How do you know?
I found one of the assassins after Henselt's murder. Before he died, he revealed de Tanzerville's role to me.
Why you in particular?
The desperation of a dying man.
If you say so.
It all makes sense. Shillard Fitzhestelin warned me about a plot. Apparently, Triss Merigold confessed to him that the sorceresses had set up a secret lodge.
Triss is working with Shillard?
She's been detained as a suspect. Shillard believes the sorceresses of Nilfgaard were also part of the conspiracy. Luckily, the entire amphitheater is under a spell that quells any magic. Otherwise, no one would dare go near all those mages. Well, the talks beckon. Everyone wants to see Temeria's bitter end.
What do you mean by that, Your Majesty?
The nobles are rebelling in Vizima. Lacking a ruler, they simply want to divide the kingdom into provinces. Temeria separates the north from Nilfgaard. In the hands of local barons and warlords, it will be nothing more than a means for the Nilfgaardian cavalry to gain momentum. Henselt wants Redania and Kedwin to partition it.
For shame!
I have no choice, unless we help each other, Witcher. Anais, the daughter of Louisa and Foltest, lives still. After Foltest's death, the La Valettes came to prominence. Louisa's uncle, Baron Orville, became one of the most important people in Temeria. He wanted to see Anais on the throne, but Vizima was still in turmoil. They sent her to Loc Muinne anyway to declare her queen before the entire north. During the journey, the girl was kidnapped. Arian Lavalette asked me to use my connections to find his sister, which I did. My people tell me Anais is here in Loc Muinne, in Deathmold's hands. I cannot mount an armed attack on the Cadwennies. It would be tantamount to declaring war, and we have gathered here to maintain peace. A lone witcher and a former soldier, that would be a different matter. Bring me Anais, Geralt, and I'll salvage a united Temeria, and punish those whose hands are stained with the Temerian king's blood.
I heard Arian died in a fire that consumed Lavalette Castle.
We all thought so, and we were all wrong. The girl is most important, Witcher. I would look after her. Take her back to Tretogor in Redania, where she would mature under the caring gaze of her half-sister and my wife Ada. When she's of age, she can claim the throne and thus guarantee Temeria's sovereignty. I must attend these talks, Geralt. Time is short. Bring me the girl, the two of you. Men without country or commander. Renegades that no one seems to have taken into account. I, in turn, promise that Sheila de Tanzaville will pay for her deeds. I shall punish her with fire and steel.
An alliance with Redania is our only chance of preserving
I'm
Temeria's
counting on you,
independence.
Witcher.
It's
Don't
still
let
risky.
me down.
Anais, she's the key.
The White
I still wonder about Boosie's death.
believe it.
The boy would have had a stronger claim to the throne.
Maybe Anais can tell us something.
The White
It's high time we visited our
can't
old friend,
believe it.
Deathmold.
The Emperor's men hold Triss. They'll get everything they can out of her, after which she'll be dispensable.
If it's between the sorceress's life and Temeria's future, then I've no choice. I'm sorry. This isn't the place to talk. Let's wait till we're beyond.
Okay, very interesting.
Roche!
Just the person I'd be looking for were I not forced to seek Anais Lavalette. You have much to explain, Brigida Paparok.
Oh no, you'll not pin this on me. I trusted you and you sent me into a den of vipers. Vipers!
Another Vess.
This is no time for pleasantries, Geralt. Calm yourself, Brigida. You were to watch Foltest's children. I saw nothing dangerous in the task. Obviously, I was wrong, but I need your help. Anais has been kidnapped. Boosie is likely dead. I need to know how this happened. I need to know the details.
You knew well what you were getting me into. You know that entire rotting bunch. The Count, the Baron.
Not half as well as you do, my dear. Who were those men?
Not so fast, Roche. I have been hiding in this city for 3 days, scurrying about like a rat. They're hunting me. I'll not let you leave me here.
What do you propose?
Escort me out of the city, to the river.
What will that give you?
I expected I would need to fend for myself. I've secured passage. Take me there, and I will tell you all.
It's a long way.
You've a traitor in your camp, Roche. Perhaps more than one. What happened to Foltest's bastards is no series of coincidences. It's the result of a clever, treacherous game.
Damn it all. Geralt, I need to look to Anais, learn how we're to get to her. But Brigida might know what happened to Boosie. Thus far, we've heard nothing but rumors. Take her to the river.
All right, Roche. I'll help you this one last time.
I'll search for a back way into the Kedwenny camp.
You're forgetting. I came here for Triss.
Whatever you decide to do later, so be it. But a traitor in the Temerian camp threatens us all. Escort Brigida, learn what you can.
I'd thank you, Roche, if you weren't such a shit.
I'm counting on you, Geralt. Brigida must get to her destination safely.
Good luck, Roche. Which way are we headed?
We shall leave Loc Muinne through the Order's camp. We won't be bothered there. Then we'll descend the mountain path and go onto the river. Who knows what we'll find?
Expecting someone.
Does it matter, Witcher?
You did mention vipers. The Count.
Blessed be the
Marrow
eternal
and Kimber.
fire.
Powerful men, important to the Temerian camp. And scrupulous.
Vernon's mentioned them. I guess I have them to thank for an interesting chatteration I had a while back. I know them well.
Too early to pry, Witcher. I'll not let you pick my brain and abandon me. That's where they're likely to be waiting.
Roche would say they'd be waiting along both paths.
Roche. You're with me, not him. And I decide for myself. I've agreed to meet someone on the riverbank. We'll go through the wood.
Okay.
Calm thus far. Your dear Roche seems to have been wrong.
You two have a history, or do I have it wrong?
He asked a favor of me. I was to stay with Foltest's children, watch them, travel with them if necessary. Child's play, the bastard called it. That's how I wound up in the caravan transporting the children to Loc Muinne for the summit.
Yeah, that clearly went sour. Tell me more.
Soon enough. We've just got to make it through the forest. It's a short way to the river beyond that. It should be calm.
Let's go.
Interesting.
It's not far now. Redlin awaits down by the river, at the end of this path.
Is Redlin another of Roche's contacts?
No, a smuggler. I'd be looking for another way out if he were Roche's man.
Stay behind me.
Okay. Well, first of all, we got that character trait we can get. Let's just finish this one off. So we're at level 2. Just follow the path down, I suppose. Uh-oh.
Roaches, bitch! Kill them!
That's not very nice. Okay, start that dealt with.
No time to lose. How much further?
Not far. We must stay on this path. It's the shortest way.
You've gotten into some serious trouble.
I should say
Oh.
so.
Ah, my weapons have increased greatly since we last met. They ain't pushing me around anymore. No siree. It's a dead end. Oh. Okay. Let's go down this way. What the hell? Ah, okay. So we're going round Furries. Oh, well, there we go again. Okay. I'm not in combat. Please, can I go down? Thank you. Well, those were a fun bunch. Oh, hello. Duelist gauntlets. Oh, of course it's a diagram.
This is the smuggler I spoke of.
This was the smuggler you spoke of. Someone's coming.
You'll not sail off, you whore! Killer!
Oh, there we go again. Okay.
Thank you. I'd not have survived on my own.
Talk, woman. You've dragged me far away from the city. You owe me an explanation. Who were those men? Who have you been hiding from?
I don't know.
3 days like a rat, you said, and you don't know?
I knew. I mean, I had my suspicions.
So talk. Who's out to kill you?
I don't know.
There you go again.
Truly, I cannot be sure. At first I thought it was revenge for the children. But he knows I'm no traitor.
It's not Roche. We both know that.
Yes, you're right.
Who's out to kill you?
I don't know.
There you... It's not...
Yeah.
Tell me about the Vipers.
They created this storm.
Are they working together?
I would say they detest one another. Or that's what they wish everyone to believe. The devil only knows.
What does Baron Kimbold want?
A strong Temeria, and a strong North. He's obsessed. He believes we're surrounded by rebels and traitors. The Lavalettes, the Marabels.
He's probably not alone in that belief.
But he is alone in believing that he himself is the remedy for that ailment. The Baron sees himself on the Temerian throne. He claimed he would achieve this by marrying Anais.
Isn't she a little young for him?
He's a disgusting old satyr. He'd be a tyrant were he to don the crown.
You know what the Count intends?
No, but I cannot imagine anyone more different from Baron Kimbold.
Meaning?
I would call him a sheep were his heart not black. He's a jester, an especially nasty one, though I cannot identify his master. He may not even have one.
Seems you got to know the Baron and the Count well. Then there's Roche. Pretty interesting social life, I'd say.
Being a courtier, that was no life for me. I thought it terribly dull and found a remedy.
Searching for excitement shouldn't get you killed.
It's the last time I do anything of the sort.
You can't be sure of that. Is Vernon the only person you do favors for?
I've never betrayed Temeria, if that's what you ask.
What happened to the convoy carrying Anais and Busi? What about the children?
We were ambushed. The caravan was destroyed.
I need details.
We were traveling along the agreed path, with a limited escort so as not to draw attention. The children were in 2 separate wagons, a safety measure, I was told.
Which one were you in?
I was with Anais. One day a messenger appeared with orders for the caravan's commander. A change of plans. We turned north to travel a longer route for safety's sake. Soon after the turnoff, we were attacked.
Jesus Christ. This is brutal.
The attackers were killing everyone indiscriminately. One pulled me from the wagon, but a bolt pierced his neck. It was mayhem. I ran for the bushes and hid.
Did you see what happened to the children?
The driver of Busi's wagon was shot. The horses got spooked and ran off into the forest, taking the wagon with them. When the fighting was done, they found Anais still in her wagon. I turned away for fear of what they might do. They merely grabbed her and fled.
Any idea what happened to the caravan commander's orders?
I have them. After they took Anais, the bastards were in a hurry. They didn't even think to search the corpses. Take them.
Thanks. Sure you can manage that boat?
I must. I'll not return to the city. Thank you again, Witcher. And follow this through. You'll do us all a favor.
Okay. I want to stay in the forest path for now. Let's have a look at that, actually. Those notes. I'll just change the convoys. Baron Kimbold to Horst Lubowitz. Honourable Sir, I'm the last one who would tell others how to do their job, knowing even less about leading convoys than about carpentry. I hasten to inform you that I deal with wooden items only in the privy. However, with the safety of Foltest children in mind, I must warn you and suggest a change to your course. The original route proved to be very dangerous and ridden with brigands, a fact that we, travelling ahead of you on the trail, experienced personally. Constable Natalis himself was likely wounded by a treacherous arrow. Due to the importance of those in your care and the responsibility of rescuing your soldiers, I suggest you travel through Starling Valley, rest at the local tavern, and then follow the old trail, which Foltest successfully rid of robbers in his time. Remember, should anything happen to those in your care, their blood shall be on your hands. Kimbold. Kimball Day. So like a dodgy fella yourself. Okay, before we return, I want to head back up to where we just were. So back up the ledge. Apparently to the right. Okay, so I'll put this away. Oh. Okay, just save just in case. Oh.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Okay, should have some cocoons that we can destroy. Just like old times. Okay, and then finally I think you. Should cause justice for the Queen. Where'd she go? Oh, wait. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Oh my, she's got some friends with her. That's nice. Okie dokie. Alright. That's that done. So I want to come back up to the ruins and make sure it's at least midnight. I'd assume it's either not far off or it is past midnight. Yeah, it is. Cool. So I want to head to... hang on. Of Guardian Falconer's Gauntlets. Okay, so I want to come down this way. Come on, just save, so I don't have to do it with the Indrika again. Oh dear. Oh my. Okay. Well, that's not so easy every day. Jesus Christ. So add that to the list of weird things to find today. The bite wound festers and burns like fire. Poultices are of no help, yet I still trust in the beneficial effects of herbs. I'm unsure whether to remain here and continue looking for healing plants, or whether to seek aid in the city. The idea of observing the habits of wolves in mating season was one of the most idiotic my master ever had. May he rest in peace. And it highlights one of the problems plaguing the educational system. In studying magic, one must fulfill the whims of senile old men. I think I smell sausages, strange as it is. It seems my sense of smell is improved. Maybe hunger sharpened my senses. Today I managed to spot and sneak up on a hare. While usually I would not spot one even if it kicked me in the arse. Garlic? I think I should go out and see if there are any humans nearby. The moon is full and so bright that I will not lose my way. So this will be Dorian then, I assume. I think that's everything. Yeah. So what I might do, guys, is head back to Loc Muinne, just so we can finish up Crane Witness. And I'll see you when we arrive. Okay. At last, that was... Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that was a fun quest. I think every time I was in a fight there, other than the werewolf at the end, it took me a long time to finish it. But yeah. Anywho, I think we've done a good look in our inventory. I'm going to probably head in and... Oh my god, that's a really good sword. Okay, I'm definitely keeping that. I'm surprised the guy didn't say anything about Dancer. I didn't see anything like that. But... okay, yeah. Suits me. Yeah, I'll probably dump off some of these things, see if I can craft anything as well. We've read through all of these, I think. Yeah. Let's have a look in our journal. So we've done, well, we're working on Lilies and Vipers. We've done Crown Witness. For Bygone Eras advanced, as is the Gargoyle contract, and for Temeria. Scroll down. Cool. Locations, I think we've definitely picked up one in chapter 3, haven't we? We've got the Redanian Quarter, Camp of the Order of the Flaming Rose. That's it. If it's any new side characters, maybe... yeah, Brigida. Oh, actually a few, haven't we? So with Incredible Lockhart, Braz of Barnard, Felicia Corey, Brigida, Kimbolt, and Marivel. I don't think we've met any new main characters today, have we? Oh yeah, Radovid, of course. Assume all this is the same, really. Okay. Character, none. Oh, we do have a level up. Okay. Oh, I did this one, didn't I? I just forgot to... okay, never mind. Let's save the game there. Alright, Fandabidoses. That's another quest done. Nice big one as well. And we've picked up some new armoury, new weapon. And yeah, pretty cool. So, in the next episode, I think we'll be starting off with the Lilies and Vipers, which is one that we've already done a little bit of work on through the quest that we've just done. And I think that just sort of leads us on a little question of its own, so we'll see how far we get with that. But before we wrap up, let me take a second to thank my amazing patrons. My £5+ patrons are Ron Hyler and Ever the Snake. You can find links to their channels as well as my other £3+ patrons in the description down below. And on screen you'll see credits to my £1+ patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It's truly appreciated and it goes a long way to help the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you wish to join those patrons, you can follow the link in the description down below to my Patreon page. But you don't have to do that because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video. I'll see you guys in episode 34. Bye, guys.